Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. Yes, sirree, Bob. I think we have another sparkling day in Central Oregon. Yeah, look at this. All shiny, not too hot, still early in the morning. But today is a big day. We're gonna pick up Mr. Cow, which was our pig that we had processed 2 weeks ago, and it's ready to be picked up. So that's why I have this. Yes, a thermometer. Why? We need to go check out Mr. Cow's freezer camp and see if it's working okay. So let's do that. All right, guys, so we just got the garage door open, and in the back we have the new freezer we purchased, and got a green light at the bottom, and we need to do a temperature check. Let's see what we have here. And yep, we're showing -9, -8. Towards the top, we're showing a -3, so we're definitely cool. So, freezer camp is prepared and ready to go. So, how this works is we need to go to Cinder Butte Meats, and I'll be taking my truck. Puppies are staying home, and I think I've got 4 or 5 crates of meat and a bag of lard. Never dealt with lard before, so that'll be kind of a first. And I know my numbers, so you gotta remember I paid for processing, and they came to the place here, so I know I have to pay at least $100 some for that. And then the processing altogether is like $400 and some odd. And so it's pretty much what I expected. What I don't know is the total weight of the pig after it was butchered. I know the hanging weight, which was, they said 260. Anyway, we're going to try to get those numbers. Then tonight, Sherry will probably try to process what we put into feed, and the fact that when we bought the pig, it cost $150. So we're thinking we're between $4 and $5 a pound. Could be way off, we don't know yet. But anyway, we're looking forward to getting our own pork and filling that freezer up. It'll be interesting to see how much of that freezer back there Mr. Cow fills up. And we'll stop buying our pork from Butcher Box. We've been buying our sausages and well, our sausage, pound sausage, and we also been buying pork chops from them. Anyway, don't need to do that anymore, so I'll have to switch it totally over to beef. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today, but can't do that until I get my chores done. So first thing we're going to do is go check on the piggies and all the chickens and stuff, make sure everything's okay and everything's watered up before we take off to Cinder Butte Meats. So once again, to address the elephant in the room, people say, oh, you feel weird about that? Mr. Pig was such a cute pig and stuff. I gotta tell you, no. I think, you know, it's not like the first time I've been around butchering before, but I had the right mindset from day one. And so we just knew that there'd be a time to be processed. And you guys know where we are preppers, or we like to be self-reliant or prepared. We use those words. And so yeah, when the time came, it was more about, did I do my job right? Did he live a good life? Does the meat look good? Was he healthy? And we had yes to everything. So yeah, I could do it again easily. So boy, after I see some pictures of how people raise pigs and stuff, I almost have to say we were glorious. So anyway, we're working our way out to the piggies right now. They've spotted me. I'm getting my grunts. And yeah, big thing right now with the temperatures higher, which right now is very comfortable, making sure they have water. So let's get that taken care of. So the main thing is I always know they're hungry. But I wanted to see how much water they've dumped out. We're looking pretty good here. Morning, Sparky. Hey, Sparky. And this is Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Hey, baby. And then there's Zelda over here that possibly will be a mom. And wow, you guys didn't spill all your waters tonight. Pretty good, huh, baby? Watch your nose, don't get zapped. All right, let me shut down these fences. Actually, this one's down already. I never turned it on. But Sparky over there can push through a fence if there's food on the other side. So we keep that fence on for sure. But Maggie, she's so gentle. She just wants her dinner. So let's get them fed. Well, everybody got their food. They're munching away. Zelda's getting her food. All I'm doing is topping off their waters, making sure that their wallows have water. And we're done. Easy morning. Pigs have been behaving themselves. Alright, we got the piggies all taken care of. Just gonna do a quick monitor of the chickens. And then we'll be ready to go pick up our meat order. So babies are looking fine. They have water. They're all good. Big chickens are over there. I will be there in a second. To check on the greenhouse. Water's running on the Dutch buckets. Turn up our fan a little bit. Look at that plant. Won't be long that thing will start growing along the roof. Yeah, lots of peas coming in. Lots of snap peas coming in. That's looking good. Some of these cucumbers are starting to take off. These beans are taking off. These beans are kind of struggling, but they're still going. So they're alright. Got a couple of tomatoes on their way. Good signs. A little tomato here. Little tomatoes here. So yeah, a couple of tomatoes there. Some of the jet stars. Don't see a tomato yet. Got flowers, but soon enough. Well, looks like I might have a couple. Yeah, just got to be patient. And these are Cherokee purples. And actually, I remember what this one is. This is a monster hybrid. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what those look like. So yeah, they're coming along. Try to tap the flowers a little bit. See if we can't get some pollination going on here. So yeah, gotta be patient, but it's starting to happen. So anyway, guys, greenhouse looks good. Well, the big chickens, they needed a little food. I put their feeder out in the open to make it a little easier for them. So they seem pretty content. So they're all set. So it's time to move on and get some things done. And I always do a little pass here in the garden. Onions are looking good. The NFTs kicking butt. Lots of pepper plants. I have a couple more on the floating raft that would go in here. And yeah, peppers are looking pretty good. So Walla Walla onions are doing really well. And it looks like we have a handful of bush green beans that are going to take off pretty soon here. Our rhubarb is alive and well. So yeah, all's good here. So one last check in the front garden and towers. Towers have lots of water, and no strawberries yet. The strawberry tower's here. But we got some on the way. So yeah, won't be too long. We might start seeing a couple of strawberries. Yeah, I'm starting to see starters all over. Here, and that's a good sign. The blueberries are still hanging in there. Raspberries are doing all right. Not seeing any flowers or anything, but don't know much about raspberries, but I got them. And I got a little snake over here that likes to hang out over here, and they give me the willies. I don't mind if I see them first, but if I get startled by them, I can feel what little hair I have in my head stand up. That's okay, it keeps me alert. So, looking very green over here. So, the watermelon radishes are still doing fine. I can't wait to see what those look like. Strawberry plants are doing all right. Looks like I have a couple of strawberries on the way. This one's coming alive pretty good. A few possible strawberries on the way on these. Never did plant this whole thing. I tried with some other things that didn't take, but I got one turnip, maybe 2 turnips growing here, and the rest of that's cauliflower, and I think a couple broccolis. This is amazing. This is what I was just excited to see what would happen, and this has been so convenient. This is a mix of all lettuces, and I'm going to come in here and trim it all and let it regrow again. And yeah, it turned out really cool. All these peas are kicking butt, and we got peas growing, lots of flowers. Look at this, they're everywhere. So this is a mix of snap peas and peas, so that's kind of cool. Nothing in here right now because we've been using it kind of for tooling. That'll change pretty soon. Potatoes are doing good. The carrots are doing good. We have a little bit of cilantro growing here, kind of a little on the weak side. And I planted some more carrots in here, but I don't see them starting up yet. So yeah, we're getting there. I think I need to do a water check today, make sure all these things are working fine. So, and quick look at the corn and miscellaneous tomato plants. Some of them are doing all right. Other ones look a little shaky. There, almost everything I planted here is taking. Should start spreading out really. A lot of new plants coming up from seed. Tomatoes. We've got tomatoes coming. That's looking good. The corn is coming along. This row is going to be pretty close to knee-high by 4th of July. The other ones are just a little bit behind. And we did have something nibbling on some of the corn here, but they're alive, and I think they're going to grow fine. So, but yeah, the corn is looking very good. And all these different kind of plants in here are growing, and they should start going nuts. So yeah, cool stuff. All right, we're done with our chores. Time to go to town. All right, guys, we're all loaded up in the truck. I'm gonna head over to Cinder Butte Meats. We'll see what I can record and what I can't, and let's bring the piggy home. All right, guys, we're at Cinder Butte Meats right now. I'm gonna take my camera with me, but I can't guarantee I can film anything in there, but I'll show you picking up our meat here. But yeah, these guys are pretty neat guys, and our piggy's over there, but we gotta pay for it. So, well, guys, what's your first name? Kathleen. Kathleen is bringing my load out here, and she's giving me the chance to see what the freezer looks like. So let's take a look. And
so it's going to be a little slip right here.
Okay, can I leave this door open?
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
And then,
Whoa.
so that's the blower. That's where things get frozen down.
Yeah.
And then in here, come fair season, by the middle of August, it's going to be cold.
Wow.
Cold.
Because of hunting season?
No, because of fair.
Oh, because of the
everybody
fair?
processes. We process for 7 different fairs.
Wow.
Deschutes alone is over 200 hogs.
Yeah, and they mentioned that. I didn't realize there was such an impact for you guys.
It's huge. The Tri-County area, Deschutes, Jefferson, and Crook. The FFA and 4-H brings in millions of dollars, and the FFA kids get a scholarship. They don't have to pay their own dues.
Wow.
The state of Oregon does that for them because they are such a financial impact on Tri-County.
Very cool. This is amazing, people,
Yeah, so
but
you
it's
go over
cold.
there. I'm going to be right back for you.
All right,
Okay,
I gotta
Val?
go back to my outside here and back up my truck a little more. And I got a lot of meat coming here, guys. So this is all the fresh stuff. That's lard, and she's bringing more, and I gotta back my truck up more. All right, guys, there we go. Lots of pork here. I'm gonna take this straight home. They were kind enough to let me use their containers. If you have this done, make sure you bring your own boxes. I live very close by, so I'm just gonna loan these to me. I'll empty them and bring them right back. So super nice people. They did a great job. So looking forward to getting this home. All right, guys, we're back home, and time to unload this thing. It was quite an experience. So that Cinder Butte Meats is a busy place, and I didn't realize the state fairs were so such big business for them. So one thing I can recommend is if you're raising your own beef or raising your own pork or whatever, plan way ahead. Otherwise, if let's say we have our babies come in and you buy a feeder from us, then it's a good idea to go like 10 months out and make your appointment to have the butcher come out to your house or your place. So it's amazing how she was going through her bookings, and it's like they're way past 2023. So doesn't mean you can't get in there, but you need to think ahead on your processes, and so you're not sitting with beef or pork longer than you need to, and that means you're feeding them when you have them. So plan ahead. I have lucked out and learned a lot. So anyway, let's start getting this unloaded into the new freezer. So the first thing I want to point out to you guys is this is all smoked bacon. This whole thing, it's about 30 pounds of bacon, and I did all mine in 1 pound measurements. Super thrilled about this. Can't wait to try it, but got to get it in this freezer. So let's get going. Alright guys, my next box here is all ham. So this is like smoked ham hocks. I also got some ham steaks made. This is ham steaks on it. Looks like I've got full size. Sorry, trying to do all this in one hand. This is smoked ham roast. So yeah, lots of ham. All right, let's get those in the freezer too. Okay, so our next two boxes here are my pork roast and as soon as I can figure out what I'm reading here, Italian sausage, and I also have breakfast sausages. So yep, let's get this loaded. All right, so I unloaded a lot of pork chops, some baby back ribs, some regular ribs, and I've got more sausage here, and we're almost done. And I also have the lard. All right guys, that's what our freezer looks like with all the meat in it, and I haven't added the lard, which is just bagged like this. And so we're going to put those in there on top of that. I just wanted to see, this is a 7 cubic foot freezer. Filled it up pretty good. But I got to put the lard in here now. Alright guys, I wasn't able to fit the lard into this freezer, so I left it the same. Luckily this freezer was able to handle my lard down at the bottom and up here too. And yeah, so there you go guys. 1 complete pig in our freezer. We got a lot of meat, so I'm very happy about that. Alright, let's load these back up in the truck. I have to get these back to Cinder Butte as soon as I can. And it was very kind of them to let me use these, because they were supposed to tell me to bring a box and they forgot. And no problem. Let's get this loaded. Alright guys, we're back on the road again. I get those crates back to Cinder Butte. Also down here I've got some raw milk jars I want to take back to Dragonfly Farms. One of the things I always like to say is, when you're trading or doing anything, or someone does you a favor, I always try to be as timely as possible getting things back to people. And so yeah, so we're going to take those back, get those other crates back, and then make sure and say thank you to everybody. So yeah, this is a good practices. So it's been a very interesting day. I was driving back, and they're having a at the corner over here in Crooked River Ranch, some folks were putting a petition together against some issues going on with our HOA. Now, I bring this up because I know our show goes beyond the Crooked River Ranch area, but all of us that have to deal with HOAs and things like that, it's also important that we participate in things and make sure things stay in control. And so some HOAs can really go nuts. You guys know that. Well, ours has got some issues going on too. So I did stop and interview these folks from CRR Matters, which report on things going on here on the ranch. And that interview will be on our podcast. And so our podcasts are on Thursday at 6 o'clock in the evening every week, unless we take a day off. Anyway, when you see this video, it's already played, so I urge you to go back, because we'll be talking about the CRR HOA issues, and we'll be talking about homesteading for baby boomers in the different generations, and self-reliance, and it should be a really good show. And anyway, I urge you to watch that. So I wanted to bring that up, but I also have another thing I'd like to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is a clarification, because one of our viewers who met me, which I really appreciate people that like our stories that we're telling here. And our story goes a long way, so if you just started watching our story, you may have missed some of the things that got us to these different points. And I want to talk about the pigs. So just to clarify, in fall we bought 3 pigs. 2 female registered Idaho pasture pigs, and 1 feeder Idaho pasture pig, which is not registered because it's a feeder is a pig that you're going to slaughter. So they get fixed so they don't have their equipment as a boy, and they tend to grow really big, and that's what this story's been all about lately, is that pig, which we called Mr. Cow, we butchered, and been reporting on that. So what I realized is, if I got I was going to have my 2 females, you know, just bred with some other boar, but there's a little bit of politics involved in that. Some people don't want to share their boars because there could be diseases and stuff like that. And, anyway, so I quickly realized I needed to get my own boar. So from Steve Sparks over in Burns, Oregon, I bought a boar of my own, which he was younger than my other pigs, which is Sparky. So so the 3 pigs you see now is Zelda, which is, we think, pregnant, Maggie, who's an enormous female, and Sparky, our young boar. So the funny part about this is, we thought Sparky was not quite equipped, quite ready to be a father yet. And so that's what's kind of made our story funny, is like, how could Zelda actually have been pregnant? It couldn't have been from the feeder pig because he didn't have equipment. So anyway, so that that's why we're so surprised that we have a pregnant pig. And so we're just scratching our heads like, how could that have happened? But I mean, we know how it could happen, but we didn't think Sparky had it in him. So that's what's kind of interesting about the story. So I just wanted to clarify the different statuses of the pigs we have. So we have 3 pigs now, all are registered Idaho pasture pigs, and we do intend breeding. And so in the future, by the way, if you'd like to have a feeder pig, which is one that's fixed, or it can be a female Idaho pasture pig, to grow your own, we'll have them available on the ranch. It appears maybe this summer. But anyway, so we're going to always have piglets around, and if you want more time, you could order your piglet early before they're even born. So you can get feeders from us, or you can get a registered female gilt to breed your own in the future. Or if you want a boar from us, you just need to know ahead of time so we don't get them fixed. And we tend to make sure we pick the best qualities of the pig that have all the qualities of Idaho pasture pig, to make sure that the breed goes on with really good quality pigs. So I thought I'd take the time to explain that. I don't know if some people I'm sure have followed it, especially if you've been following the channel for a while. But if you're new on the channel, which we really appreciate having you, and I'm glad you enjoy our stories. And they're actually not stories, they're factual things that are going on here every day. And I never thought my life would be like this. But every day there's always something going on. And sometimes I got so much going on, I don't take the time to go through the gardens, or maybe re-explain some of the scenarios on the homestead here, or how the hydroponics work, stuff like that. And I just want to remind you guys, ask questions, and if you need clarifications on the story, especially if you're new, there may be answers to that if you go back to our old videos or past videos, telling you how we got to this point. And so anyway, it was interesting to meet this lady today that had a lot of questions about the pigs, and were a little confused. And that's probably my fault, or the fact that if you're not watching the videos from maybe a year ago or back last fall, you wouldn't have the whole story. So anyway, in the comments below, please say hello, ask your questions, ask for clarifications on things. And if there's things that we haven't talked about that you like us to, that you see me walk by all the time, let me know. No problem. But guys, I think I need to wrap up the video here. So much has happened, and so many things happen to me sometimes that I don't realize it all gets on one video, and it makes them long, and I don't mean to do that. So guys, please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over. We really need your help to get out there. We believe in community, whether you're on Crooked River Ranch, or whether you live in Phoenix, or whether you live in Florida or Maine. We don't care. We believe in working together, self-sufficiency, being a more Americana, understanding our rights as individuals. We don't get really political here, but we do have a foundation of being a boomer, where we really believe in America, and we believe in the Constitution and stuff like that, and we just try to live that kind of life, and be instead of just talking, we just show you our life of how much we believe in our political system. And right now we know it's turned upside down, but it's up to us to make those kind of changes. And that's by doing it peacefully, and by using the systems to get things back in alignment. So guys, thank you for watching, and please say hello in the comments below, as I said before, and please share our videos, hit that like button. That really helps us. We could really use the help. If you like what we're doing, let other people know. I appreciate it. So guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags.
available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.